Bah, bah. Someday I wanna live life from a better perspective. What's this? Low key, we're just gonna check out we're checking out random ass games that pop up on my recommended. Ah, fuck do I do? I wasn't paying attention. All shootings, all shootings. Did I respond to that message? You died. Uh, 42. Wait, sometimes they, 7 times 8 is 7. 7 times 8 is 42? What? I was trying to get back to the right. Oh, I need to actually type it out. Oh, oh, shooting. I just see fucking switch? I can't. There you go. I'll just die. See what kills me first. Alright, you have a longer time to run away with reach. Pop the balloons before they leave the screen. Fun now. Catch him when he starts running. Use the click when the ring touches the circle. Non-lethal. Shake your camera. Sure. Nil. What's my name? Don't hover over the X for too long. It's your outlet. Don't look for points. I'm gonna get fucking raped. Take that thing. Oh shit. Oh shit. I stopped. Oh shit. The fuck was that? Oh my god, bro. Okay, so we're taking off the pendulum thing. Actually, I might leave the pendulum on. That's such a. Oh my god. What did I get this time? Click to shrink. Don't let it go too much. Okay. I thought it was a pendulum. Oh shit. Oh my fucking god. I even see the TV. What's Speed Farm? Holy shit, that tree's not that fast. Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! The multi-task. I have to pay attention to the fuck ass mouse, right? But then before that, that stupid ass TV giving most bullshit stuff to type when I'm getting told to stop moving. Crash out. It's called Crash Out for a reason. We're only playing games that are recommended. I mean, I'll play Numerology, sure. Why not? What jobs could I apply to? Please help me. I wish I could do the number 30 voice as a voice changer. Yeah, wait, hold on. I wonder if. Oh, I chose 9 versus no first object. I wonder if voice. Okay. Okay, let me in. Actually, I'm gonna kill me. Yes! There goes my baby. Oh, oh, I got you. No, Watch, because it grabbed me because it's my favorite model, it's a siren. Fuck. On chat, I'll be right back. In the meantime, while I'm gone, you guys get to watch a video while I'm gone.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, then why not build an app that gives me endless app ideas? So let's make it.
So the question, how do we know that it wasn't consensual, right, would be answered via the fact of what they proved and the fact that you don't have a reasonable doubt to
really
what they
that
proved.
deep, like $83 million deep?
Tell us, Jacob, why you support the very worst president of your life, Mr. Dipey Don.
I support the very best president in my lifetime because, for one, he wants to and is going to mass deport illegal, undocumented immigrants. Another reason is he wants and is going to, but
Well, let's just quickly make sure that Trump isn't the only president of your lifetime. How old are you?
22.
Okay, sounds good. So Trump best president because he's going to deport every single undocumented immigrant. So do you think that like undocumented immigrants in DACA should be deported?
What's that?
Oh, Jesus, yeah. It's a protective program for undocumented immigrants that came in as children.
Oh, okay.
So they can't be deported
Sorry.
because they came in as kids.
Were they here legally or illegally?
They're undocumented immigrants. They're not documented. They're here undocumented.
But they're here legally.
Right. They're here undocumented.
But legally.
But they have so they have legal protections for their illegal status.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think they should be deported if they were allowed to come here.
Okay, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but it's fine. Good to hear. So you don't think that every undocumented immigrant should be deported? So you just think everybody but those in DACA should be deported?
Yeah,
Why?
but I didn't say Trump wants to deport every single undocumented immigrant.
I mean,
in general.
whatever. So why do you think
You
that
think I did, but I didn't.
essentially like all undocumented immigrants should be deported?
I didn't say that. I don't think all undocumented immigrants should be deported. I literally just said.
So it's like the
the
so
DACA
you make an
ones
exclusion for DACA,
and also
who else?
Well, yeah, obviously there's going to be exceptions.
Yeah, I'm just like I want you to specify what your exceptions are. It seems like a fair question to ask.
Well, ones that are here under protected status, so like even people that are here as refugees from countries that are.
Okay, well, refugees aren't undocumented immigrants. So I'll just say, why do you think undocumented immigrants should be deported? Okay, and this is implying people who aren't in DACA or asylum seekers aren't refugees.
Yeah, this is implying people that came across the border illegally. Yeah, I think they should be deported because one, it's a safety hazard. Having people that aren't documented and unvetted is, kind of dangerous.
Okay,
for
so
one.
like more crimes.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So no vetting process. What's next? What's next?
Oh yeah, and I also think that closing up our borders would decrease a lot of drug imports too. While I know that like not all drugs are coming from the south. Can I say drugs or do I have to?
We could like close
abbreviate
our borders without doing a deportation.
I know, but deporting people will
So
kind
that's
of
not like why you think we should deport them.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Yeah. So while I know that deporting everybody won't necessarily stop people from coming or won't necessarily close our borders, but I do know that if people know they are getting deported, they will be less incentivized from coming over.
Okay. All right. Any other reasons?
Not much, no. Let's just talk about those two.
Okay. Well, I mean, these two reasons, insofar as why you support deportation, are compatible with amnesty. The first reason was they're not vetted. Okay, well, amnesty would vet them. And then your next reason was, well, it'll like incentivize there to be like less undocumented immigrants bringing really bad things across the southern border. Yeah, well, amnesty would also do that if we applied that same expedited pathway to residency or citizenship to the legal means of entry, which would reduce the time and the amount of money that they cost, essentially eliminating undocumented entry for like good people. And the only people who would be left that would actively seek out undocumented entry would be people that wouldn't pass the vetting process or would be coming into America for criminal activities, which of course would then be very swiftly caught by Border Patrol because undocumented immigration would go from like millions of people to thousands of people. So it'd just be easier to manage. And on top of this, it seems like amnesty is just a better option because it's less harmful to our economy, crime rates, and the social and moral fabric of our nation.
Yeah, and also, like, I just kind of want to clarify, too. So do you think, all right, let's say, like, we have person A who is from Mexico by himself. We don't know his familial status, his criminal history. We don't know any of this stuff. And
that's why we have vetting processes.
Right, and just, like, let's say that he does cross the border illegally and he gets caught. Do you think he should be deported at all? Or do we think that we should vet him and then give him citizenship even though he came across illegally?
Well, I think I just answered this question for you. Like, we both think that he should be vetted and then given residency or citizenship if he passes a vetting process. Like, we both just agreed on that because, well, then all of a sudden we don't have that safety hazard of a bunch of unvetted people in the country. If we apply these same means to legal entry, well, then we're really going to heavily disincentivize bad undocumented immigrants because there's going to be much fewer undocumented immigrants in general, making it easier for Border Patrol to crack down on them. And it's just generally better for the health of the social, moral, and economic fabric of the nation.
Right. And then also, like, during Trump's first term, he wasn't even really, he didn't really
respond to how I'm describing to you how, in accordance with your own principles and values, you don't support mass deportation? Because there's a more preferable alternative that like soothes all of your reasons why you do support it. Like, we get the same thing out of amnesty with vetting. We'd probably get the same thing, but to a higher extent through amnesty of cracking down on the few undocumented immigrants that would be left for illegal entry that are actually bad people. It'd just be better for the economy because it helps the economy compared to mass deportation, which
Well, how does it help the economy?
It increases real median wages, increases taxes paid, increases the productivity of the labor force.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason it does that is because people don't have to pay these undocumented immigrants the same wages. So, I mean, do you think that underpaying people is underpaying undocumented immigrants is like a way to subsidize our economy? Do you think that's even moral?
No, I don't think that's moral. Which is another reason.
So then, why would you want that? Because the way these people are getting jobs.
I think that you're like giving me like quite a grave straw man here. You're saying, Dean, why do you exist? Why do you support conditions that wouldn't exist under the thing that you support? Right? Like you just agreed that if we gave them amnesty, you literally just agreed that if we gave them amnesty, you literally just agreed that we would that if we gave them amnesty, they'd be on the same footing as any other resident or citizen. And they wouldn't be getting paid less. Isn't amnesty the thing that I support?
Because I must be having amnesia because when did I say we should give them all amnesty?
Well, yeah, when you said that the reason why you support deportation is because they aren't vetted and it disincentivizes bad undocumented.
That was one of my reasons. Not
but amnesty, right?
Reason.
They would vet them, so that one is solved. And then your second thing let's say that's preventing bad undocumented immigrants from coming in. For the fourth and final time, if we extended the same expedited process of amnesty to legal immigration, well, then all of a sudden we'd see that the only undocumented immigrants who would be left would be the bad people, who would then be very swiftly caught by Border Patrol, because instead of millions of undocumented immigrants, there would be thousands. So it solves the two reasons why you want mass deportation, but then on top of that, you just have the positive economic outcome of amnesty compared to the negative economic outcome of deportation. So literally, the only thing that changes between amnesty and deportation, under your view, is in the first scenario of deportation, the economy is hurt, and in the second scenario of amnesty, the economy is helped. All other qualms are solved by both.
So it's like you're almost not even listening to what I'm saying, at all. Right? Just because we think that a lot of these people are coming over for better jobs, better or more safety, right? We don't know who's all here for what. And you're like, oh, let's vet them. Well, how are we going to vet 15 plus million undocumented immigrants?
If it were maybe millions of legal immigrants.
Maybe if it were 7 years ago before the border crisis happened, yeah, that could have been, resolved. But when these people are getting let in by millions, it's a lot harder to do that. So the best thing to do is to just get virtually everyone out.
A study that would demonstrate that amnesty is impossible, because it seems like that's what your position here hinged.
Well, I didn't say it was impossible. I was saying it's very time consuming and useless. So the best and most.
Well, how specifically can you give me a study to demonstrate how long it would take to vet them?
Like a rough estimate?
Yeah.
From my head, I mean, it could take
I don't want
years.
I don't want just a guess from your head. I want a source that would demonstrate that the vetting process for mass amnesty for the undocumented immigrants who are here would if we were to make the vetting process go faster, would still yet just be implausible and not pragmatic.
Yeah, so it takes about 20 years just to get almost around 20 years to get citizenship. I bet we can both agree on that.
Yeah, but clearly that's with very archaic vetting processes that are just delayed by bureaucracy. Or else we wouldn't be able to vet
we can make an inference that if it's taking 20 years to get it,
that would take 3 months.
Yeah, if it takes 20 years to get citizenship, if you're already in Mexico, imagine how long it would take to vet another 15 million more people. It would take years upon years. So like I said,
the claim is that the vetting process doesn't take 20 years, but rather that 20-year time span is just filled by useless bureaucracy and archaic policy designed to further incentivize undocumented
Yeah, so what's wrong with
that's why I'm asking you that if we were to expedite that vetting process, apparently it takes 20 years for a legal immigrant to be a citizen, but then it takes 3 months for a citizen to be a top secret CIA agent, right? Clearly we could expedite the vetting processes. Please demonstrate to me that it would just simply take way too long to do amnesty, and to specifically demonstrate how long it would take. I'm going to ask you for the same thing I asked for the last guest, which would be a source, okay? Not your emotions. I've recognized this terrible trend from you and every other Trump supporter who's joined my life today. You guys just spawn in bullshit claims from your brain, but then when you are requested to provide a source to demonstrate that the claim is true, you can't.
I mean, sure, but like, I mean, fine. I'll concede on that point then. Then can I switch the topic on like why I still support Trump, even if like his immigration policy is like completely useless?
So his immigration policy is useless. The economy's in the shitter. He is a piece of shit rapist with 34 felonies. He's destroying
and he's not a
relationships
rapist.
with
That's
their
what
allies.
every like.
So it's
Trump
like
hater
what
says is, like,
what is
for
there?
one, not a rapist.
If he's just destroying the country,
Can you prove how he's a
economy's in the shitter.
rapist?
Well, a court.
Wait, can I say rape on here?
Yeah, a court proved it.
Oh, bet. Yeah. So, can you prove how he's a racist? I'd like you to substantiate that claim right there.
Rapist.
Yeah.
Right? Because unanimous jury of 9 held him liable for raping a woman by the name of E. Jean Carroll.
Oh, so he was held liable, right? Do you know the Are you aware of the burden of proof on that?
Yeah, it's preponderance of the evidence.
Right. And what does that mean?
It means 51% likelihood to 100% likelihood.
Right. So that means that he wasn't proven beyond reasonable doubt, and also he wasn't held criminally.
That's a false.
He wasn't
inference.
held criminal. Huh?
I said that a preponderance of the evidence is 51% likelihood to 100% likelihood. If they proved it to 100% likelihood, did they prove it beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt?
The burden of proof isn't 100%. It's not beyond reasonable doubt when it comes to civil liability.
Oh my God. Do we agree that a preponderance of the evidence can mean anywhere between a 51% likelihood that the claim is true?
Oh, yeah.
To
I see what you're saying.
100% likelihood that the claim is true.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they proved it hypothetically to a 100% likelihood that the claim is true, did they prove it beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt?
No. That's not what it means. I feel like you're purposely misinterpreting.
So if something is 100% likely to be true, it's like meaning it's literally impossible to be false.
I think you should look up what it means.
Then it wasn't proof beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt. So let me ask you a question.
No, I think you should look up what it means.
What would a reasonable doubt be to something that was proved to logical certainty?
No, because logical certainty
to 100%.
Yeah, logical certainty has to be. Yo, can I finish? Because like I feel like you're cutting me off.
Yeah, bro, you're just embarrassing yourself. Also, for the people in the comment section, say that this guest called Satana the N-word. Please provide like a clip of that and like the Discord or something, or just any evidence of that. Did you call Santana the N-word?
No, I genuinely do not know what they're talking about. That's why I ignored it.
Yeah, I'll only believe that if there's evidence for it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so anyways. Oh yeah, you were saying about how like 50 to 100 ratio is beyond a reasonable doubt, and that's just simply not true. And I honestly think you should.
No, that's not what I said. You're clearly not listening. The question wasn't if they prove it anywhere between a 51% and 100% likelihood, then did they prove it beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt? No, my question was if they proved it to a 100% likelihood, then did they prove it beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt?
Oh, yeah, if it's 100% likelihood that it happened, then that would be beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt.
And to be more specific, okay, the enumeration of beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt in a percentage likelihood would be something that could be proven up to be true upwards of a 87% likelihood threshold. Okay? So anyways, so now that we've agreed that things can be proven beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt in civil cases, demonstrate the reasonable doubt to the evidence suggested in the Trump v. E. Jean Carroll court case.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like you could have just asked.